Hello. So here's a question I get asked all the time. Can you invest in and own UK rental property without actually being a landlord? In this video, we cover how investors can get all the benefits of property ownership without the stress of being the landlord. Now, being a landlord today isn't easy. The government keeps adding new rules, more responsibilities, more costs. The new Renters' Rights Bill is going to make things even tougher. Stricter property standards, more compliance, more tenant safety checks. And don't forget about energy regulations, EPC upgrades. It just keeps piling up. So it's no wonder many investors are worried about becoming landlords. On the other hand, UK property is still one of the best investments in terms of security and returns. It's much better than paper investments such as shares, bonds, savings, derivatives, even better than commodities, which may grow in value but don't give any regular income. There are three big reasons why UK property remains attractive. Reason one, rental demand is higher than supply. That's not changing for the next 20 years. Rents will continue to deliver good yields, especially on low-cost houses. Even if landlord costs rise, the rents will also rise. Reason two, steady capital growth. Population's going up, households are getting smaller, and new builds are expensive and slow. That means property prices will continue to rise over the long term. This applies especially to affordable houses in the north. These are likely to rise faster than homes down south. Reason three, it's secure, it's a real tangible asset. You can leverage it, borrow against it, live in it, and pass it on. You can't easily do that with paper investments. Investors want the benefits of property, but they don't want to be the landlord. Can it be done? Now, traditionally, the answer is no. You buy a two-bedroom house, rent it out, and you're immediately the landlord. Even if you use a letting agent, the tenancy agreement is still between you and the tenant. The agent just makes life a bit easier, but the responsibility, liabilities, and costs are still yours. But there is another way. You can be 100% passive owner and not be the landlord. Here's how it works. You buy the property and you rent it out under a commercial agreement to a large professional company that then becomes a landlord and takes all responsibility for the property. The company then sublets to its own tenants and is responsible for all the liabilities of the landlord to its own tenants. You get net rent directly from the company, who is responsible for all the landlord liabilities and costs. You have no costs or liabilities yourself and can be living anywhere in the UK or abroad. Now, you need to make sure the company is responsible for all the costs relating to the property and always pays you the rent, no matter if your property is vacant or if the end tenant doesn't pay. They would also need to re-renovate the property at each tenant change at their own costs. Of course, on average, such a company would charge its own tenants more than it pays you so that all these costs can be covered. But due to economies of scale and efficiency, the net rent you get overall can be higher than using normal letting agents because you have no costs or fees. Now, there's some companies affiliated with the government and also some housing associations that can offer long-term leases and accommodation that is subsequently supplied to asylum seekers, homeless, and social housing. Now, such leases seem attractive, but tend to have lots of fine print and can be one-sided in their favor. They have break clauses and other terms which may enable them to easily break the lease if the situation changes. For example, if asylum numbers fall and they don't always cover the major costs, leaving the owner with responsibility for major property issues. But if you can rent your property to a professional company under a standard contract where the terms are clear, the company always pays you the rent, covers all the costs, keeps your property in a good condition at no cost to you, and even offers to buy back your property at the prevailing market price when you wish to exit, then you should investigate this. Such a solution enables investors to buy rental properties and own them 100% passively and not be the landlord. Please comment below and let me know what you think about being an active landlord or renting your property 100% passively to a property company. Do you prefer to have day-to-day control of your property and the tenancy, or would you prefer not to be involved as long as your property is maintained, your rent is always paid, and you have no costs? Tell me what you think. If you find this video useful, please tap the like button and subscribe to our channel. I think UK property remains a safe, secure, long-term investment for pension-type income and family security. But it's increasingly difficult for owners to be active landlords due to all the regulations and responsibilities. Companies like our video sponsor, Find UK Property, provide a solution that enables owners to be 100% passive investors and have all the benefits of property ownership without any of the landlord liabilities. Thanks for watching. And now here's a quick word from our sponsor.
If you want to invest in property and get 7% net rent, long-term capital growth, no costs or liabilities ever, do nothing yourself and be living anywhere in the world, then consider Find UK Property. They provide 100% passive investment solutions for long-term income from freehold properties starting at under 80k. You get a property that is affordable, fully renovated, already rented out, contractually guaranteed and productive from day one. You become the owner and rent it back to Find UK Property so that they become your tenants and look after all aspects of the property in a fully compliant way. You never need to deal with tenants, estate agents, or do any property maintenance or repairs, or pay for any costs. Find UK Property look after over 2,500 houses, all of which are sublet to their own tenants, and on average they get more rent from their tenants than they have to pay the property owners, so that way they can cover all the property costs. Their solutions are great for those wanting to retire on pension-type income or gradually build large property portfolios passively in a tax-efficient manner. Please visit the website at findukproperty.com and speak to a consultant today.